morning. This is Ask Dr. Ben. I'm Dr. Ben Newman, and I study coronaviruses for a living. And it's a nice day out here. The birds are very chatty this morning. Yeah, and the dog has something to say too, apparently. The first question today is from Joy. Good morning, Joy. Yeah. Let's see. So in this video, Dr. Ben says the best masks to use that are available to the general public, like commonly available, are going to be surgical masks. So are those the disposable thin blue ones that you can get on Amazon? Yes. 50 for $20 or whatever. Yep. Yeah. So what I'm talking about are these guys, like so. And wearing them, oh my gosh, yeah. You see people wear them all kinds of different ways. The most common thing I see is just like this, or just like that at the tip, which does almost nothing. It may actually do nothing because there's a great big airspace right up here. The way these are supposed to be worn is you pull them up here to the bridge of the nose, and actually before you even put them on, you put a little bend in the metal bit. There we go. Just in case, you've probably all seen this. So I like to make a nice little boop nose hole, and whatever, to suit your personal nose, and then, boom. It's on there because you want a nice tight seal right across this part. That is how these masks work best. Now, if you have a different kind of mask that is able to make a good seal across the top, if it's like a two-layer cloth mask like Joy goes on to mention, those can give comparable filtration. You can block out just about as many particles with those, although these are really efficient. They're just made of a substance that works particularly well for this. Sorry, that was a little bug. With cloth masks, though, from what I have read, the difference is that they are not quite as high airflow. So these guys allow a lot of air to come through, which I think is really comfortable, and still provide at or near the best protection that you can get from from a little mask like this. There are fancier things. There are all these N95 things and all these different versions of it with filters, and oh my gosh, you can go full Darth Vader or for full World War I trench warfare gas mask style. And those things work really well as well. If you got access to it, you don't mind looking a little weird, that will keep you safer than anything else. But these actually do a pretty reasonable job. That's why I like them. Of the ones that I've tried, I think the ones with the round string here, see I'm twisting it around, I think those tend to last the longest. I can get several wears out of this when I am going into situations where I don't absolutely know that I am facing coronavirus. Now, people in hospitals and stuff where they're actually facing coronavirus patients or doing tests on people that may well be positive, there's a whole other set of guidance for those. They need generally something more than this, and they need to change those out and not reuse them at all. But for regular civilian life, I think this is a pretty good alternative. So that's a mix of personal preference, comfort, and doing a good job getting good filtration. That's where I've kind of landed on this. But there are a lot of options that will actually do a reasonable job. I think the biggest difference is how much air comes through, breathability, while still filtering. And what you'll also see is that some people will take the less breathable masks but wear them in a weird way that sort of leaves their nose open or a great big gap right there, in which case the mask is doing nothing. The air will take the path of least resistance, and you got to make sure that that path is going through the cloth. Otherwise, it's not a filter. It's just like a little cup that you got on the front of your face that redirects the air, and that's not what we're after here, right? So there you go. That's as full an explanation as I can give for that. Thanks for the question, and have yourself a lovely day. This has been Ask Dr. Ben.